Alex de Minaur, Mr. Consistency, eyes breakthrough at 2025 U.S. Open. Since the 2023 U.S. Open, Alex de Minaur has reached the second week in 8 of the 9 majors he has contested. It's a statistic that stands on its own. It's the results doing the talking, right? The indefatigable Aussie said on Saturday after grinding through another trademark victory. It's a great stat to have. It shows my consistency. What I pride myself in is showing up every single day. The 26-year-old, seeded number 8 here, puts the same menace into every match he plays, no matter the surface, venue, or how his body feels. He is the master of giving the extra 10%, and that's the effort that has made him a perennial top 10 talent. I can have some good days or bad days on the tennis court, but ultimately I'm still going to go out there and compete and fight till the very last point, de Minaur said after defeating Germany's Daniel Altmaier in round 3. I'm very happy with my success in reaching the second week at majors, and now it's about taking it to the next level, breaking some new barriers. That's the goal. A perfect segue for a perpetually hungry player to make. Though the 2-time U.S. Open quarterfinalist has never reached the semis at a major. In fact, he's fallen 1 win short of that round in 4 of the last 6 majors and 5 times overall. He doesn't believe for a second that he's reached his ceiling. De Minaur may not have the weapons of a Carlos Alcaraz, Jannik Sinner, or Novak Djokovic, but rest assured the Sydney native is working tirelessly to ensure that he competes at their level. That's why fans flock to the man they call the Demon, because he represents a breed of player that deserves the highest respect. The Aussie honors the sport with his effort and leaves no stone unturned in his quest to get to higher ground. Could it happen this week in New York? If he was able to reach the quarterfinals last year, while carrying a debilitating hip injury that he suffered at Wimbledon, why not something bigger now that he's healthy again, especially with nobody higher ranked than him in his path before the semifinals? De Minaur spoke frankly about last year's U.S. Open, saying that he takes confidence from the fact that he was able to play so well despite being far less than 100% physically. The way I felt last year playing this tournament, I put it down to one of my best achievements in my whole career, being able to come out here and make the quarterfinals with how I was feeling, he said on Saturday. Going out there and not being able to compete the way I wanted to was tough. I'm glad that's in the past. But it gave me so much confidence, knowing that I could still put in certain performances without feeling at my very best. That's probably the moment when I realized that I was a top 10 player, and I felt like a top 10 player. That's Alex de Minaur, in a nutshell. A man that forges his fortune with the hardest of yards, a player whose intensity is never in question. That's the man that fans in Flushing Meadows will see on Monday, as he takes on Swiss qualifier Leandro Rieti for a spot in the quarterfinals. If he wins, he'll face either 15th seed Andrei Rublev or 25th seed Felix Auger-Aliassime in the quarters. No cakewalk, but a chance to linger longer in the draw, something he desperately wants to do. The way I go about my things is just let the tennis do the talking, right? He says. And I take a lot of pride in that. Hopefully I can be here in New York for much, much longer.